Let's do some surface area and volume questions. Question 1, a box has side lengths 5, 4, and 3. Let's find the surface area. So we need to find the area of each face of the box and add them together. Now there will be 2 identical faces for every face that we find. There are 6 faces of the box, so we need 6 faces. And so we have 2 times the sum of 5 times 4. So we have one face has an area of 20, and then we have 2 identical faces. So 20 is the area of 2 faces, so we have 40. And then we do the same thing, so 4 times 3. One of the faces has an area of 12, so 2 of the faces have an area of 12. And so we have 2 times 12. And then we have 3 times 5 is the final face area. Of course, there are 2 of those as well, so we have 2 times 15, and we add them up to get 94 centimeters. That's answer choice C. Question 2, a sphere with radius of 3. So the volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. So the radius is 3 cubed is 27, and we have 4/3 times 27, so we get 36 pi. And the volume is 36 pi cubic inches, which is answer choice C. Let's do question 3. A cone with a base radius of 6 and a height of 5 has what volume? Now this is a cone, not a cylinder, so the volume equation is 1/3 pi r squared h, where h is the height. So we have to find the area of the base first, which is pi r squared. The radius is 6, so the area of the base, the circle at the base, is 36 pi, and then we have 1/3 times the height times that area. So we have 180 because the height is 5 pi. We have 180 pi, and then we multiply by 1/3. That's what helps you find the area of a cone instead of the area of a cylinder. So 180 pi divided by 3 is 60 pi cubic centimeters, which is answer choice B. Final question. If you double the radius of a cylinder while keeping the height the same, how many times bigger is the volume of the second cylinder compared to the first? So if we double the radius of a cylinder, we're obviously going to have a bigger cylinder, and we need to know how much bigger the volume of that cylinder is than the first cylinder. Now we're doubling the radius, and in our equation for the volume of a cylinder, which is pi r squared times h, the radius is squared. And so if we double a squared term, it means that the volume will be multiplied by 4. It will be 4 times greater. So a good starting point for answering this question, if you know the equation for the volume of a cylinder, which is just the area of the base times the height, then you could just plug in some example values and make sure you do a sanity check on your answer of it being 4 times bigger. So if you said, well, I have a cylinder with radius of 1, and I'm going to find the volume of that cylinder, then the area of that cylinder would just be pi r squared times h. So it would be pi h, and let's say you have a height of 5, so 5 pi. Now, if you double that radius to 2 and you keep the height 5, then you would have pi r squared, which is pi times 2 squared, so 4 pi times the height of 5, and that would be 20 pi. Well, what did we expect? We expected that volume would be 4 times greater than our initial volume, and that's what happened. So the answer is D, 4 times larger than the original cylinder.